It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's a geek.
Alright, so Kevin Feige went on like a little press junket with Variety, and there was a lot of cool things that were brought up in that talk he had with Variety, and I'm just going to use this time to call out some cool stuff. I'm going to call out and tell y'all how I think Kevin Feige, you're a liar. We'll get to that later. Let's talk about some of the more smaller things that Kevin Feige has said for the updates with Marvel and where they're going now. So first, I want to preface this by saying there is a new plan. I assume there's a new plan that there's working on. And I've always told y'all, don't take the plan for literal. Marvel, they don't have a plan until Secret Wars is out. And after that, that's when you can start looking at their plan and saying, okay, this is where we're going to go. This is what we're going to do and things like that. But until then, ignore all the plans that Marvel give you. So it is official that Secret Wars is going to be resetting the MCU. And I'm pretty sure most of us hardcore Marvel fans, MCU fans, we already knew this was going to happen. This is going to be kind of like a soft reset where I can imagine some characters from the previous MCU will be coming in. Some will probably be done away with. And if you've read Secret Wars, you understand how that can be done. And that could be something easily that they can explain when it comes to the MCU. So he said his current MCU plan is 7 years long, and it goes to 2032. And if you don't know, Marvel will be focusing on X-Men and the mutants, and this new saga will be officially dubbed the Mutant Saga. So I think that's one of the more important things that I want to call out. Next thing has to deal with Blade. Now, Kevin says that there were 4 versions of Blade, and neither one of them stuck, all right? Neither one of them stuck. Now, Kevin, I have to say this. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt with this, just because y'all did have to restructure everything because of the Jonathan Majors and all that stuff, and we'll get to that later. In the current MCU that we're in right now, Blade doesn't really fit much at all anywhere, all right? Just like how they're having Fantastic Four be done in a separate universe, y'all also could have had Blade be done on a separate universe. He says that they didn't just want to make a movie where Blade just has a leather outfit on and he's killing vampires. I feel him on that. Simply because we wouldn't complain either way. Because we don't want something that's too basic, but we also don't want something that's all just to set up and it's just for Secret Wars, it's just for this. So I think he has the right idea for this. My only gripe is that they're waiting so long and Mahershala Ali is only getting older. We haven't even seen the dude's face on the screen yet. And I think that's why most of us are upset, because it's like, dude, we don't have to have it here. We don't have to have a whole Blade movie or anything like that, a show. But can you at least feature him in something else? You know, put him in something else. I don't know, mention his name or something. Kevin also admits that post-Endgame, it was quantity over quality at Marvel, and I think that's something we all knew. So post-Endgame is around the COVID era, and I think most of us know that there was a big stigma where we didn't know if the movie theaters would actually be to the point where we're back at right now. So a lot of these major corporations, Marvel, HBO, everything was being pushed to be streaming, content. We were basically just on our butts of the whole quarantine. It's not a surprise that was quantity over quality. So when it comes to Miles Morales, Kevin says they've been told to stay away. Now I'm a little disappointed because I wanted Miles before we got Secret Wars. It's not looking like we're gonna have that, to be honest. And I don't know how to feel. I love Tom Holland. I love his version of Spider-Man. But Miles has always been more interesting to me. Not just because he's black and Puerto Rican, if I'm not mistaken, but because he has different powers than just the casual swing stick on walls. He can mess with electricity and things like that. So I've always thought Miles was cool, but it just kind of sucks that we're not going to be able to have that until probably after Secret Wars again. So Sony probably has something they're cooking with Miles. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll have an agreement where Sony can use Miles in some way, and that same Miles could be used for the MCU in whatever capacity that Sony does a live action Spider-Man with Miles Morales. Marvel can have say-so and some input on how that character is portrayed as well. Kevin Feige says that Spider-Man Brand New Day is a street-level story. If you haven't heard, we will be getting a team-up movie between him and Punisher. I want to see that dynamic. They have interacted a lot in the comics, but I haven't read any of those comics where they interacted, but I am interested to see how they do that. mainly because Punisher is a rated R superhero. He's even getting his rated R special. So mixing that with kind of like a family friendly superhero is going to be very unique in how Marvel can spin that to have the same Punisher that we all know and love, but at the same time have the Spider-Man that we all know and love. We also got confirmation from Kevin that Ryan Reynolds will be returning, and they're trying to figure out right now where they want to use Deadpool at for the MCU going forward. And I can imagine he will probably be one of those characters that we get in the MCU after Secret Wars. The second big thing that a lot of people are doing and talking about has to deal with none other than Captain America Steve Rogers and Tony Stark's Iron Man. It's no shame, it's no secret that they are both getting older. Basically, Kevin said, yo, we might have to reboot. You know, we might have to recast these characters. Now, here's the thing with recasting these characters. You're going to be kind of stuck in the same situation, the same issue that they're stuck in now with Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman should have been recast probably like 5 years ago or whatever. After they did Logan, that should have been the done deal for Hugh Jackman. But we have the thing where Marvel is also officially confirming that Hugh will probably be here after Secret Wars. And I don't think they want to get mixed up in that. When you have someone play the same character for so dang long, it'll get to the point where you can't really see anyone else in that role. All of us saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Henry Cavill was played a variant of Wolverine, and he looked really, really cool. The thing is, you'll have those people who's, oh, Wolverine needs to be comic accurate. He needs to be 5'3". And I get it, but Henry Cavill did look cool. And I think that's kind of what we're doing with limiting ourselves with sticking with the same people who play the same roles, is that you don't allow anyone to come in and do a fresh take on these characters. So I do want them to recast Tony Stark and recast Steve Rogers. My thing is, who will you get? What will the age range be? Because obviously y'all know the Tony Stark we had was kind of like probably 30-ish, 20 maybe. I don't know where he was at in canonically in the MCU. But he was coming into himself and he had to learn those lessons. Will we get a younger Tony Stark? Will we get a Tony Stark that's kind of a little more mature? We don't know. But I would like to see that and see if they can, where they could go with that take. Here is the main topic that I want to talk to y'all about. My boy Kevin. He said that they were planning to shift from Kang to Dr. Doom before Jonathan Majors even got fired. I had started talking with Robert about this audacious idea for Dr. Doom before Ant-Man 3 even came out. And to that, I have to say, you're lying. The easiest way you can tell that he's lying right here is if that's the case, why did y'all have a movie confirmed, got copyrighted, for Avengers Kang Dynasty? What are you talking about? No, that wasn't your plan, Kevin. Let's keep it honest. Let's keep it a buck. Whoever wrote Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I forgot who it was. That dude did the bold and audacious idea. I'm taking Kevin Feige's words. And he decided to use Kang as a villain for a movie and Ant-Man. Now, Kang himself, Jonathan Majors, played an incredible role. He did an incredible job at that role. He was perfect. He was good. But y'all let him lose to super ants in the movie. Why would anyone care about what he can do if we just saw him lose to ants? How can you build him up as a big bad if we just saw him lose to ants? That was y'all problem. Truth be told, and I've talked about this multiple times, truth be told, we should not be getting Dr. Doom right now. We shouldn't. I don't care. I know it's a whole bunch of people. Doom doesn't need setup. Doom doesn't need setup. He does need setup. When Doom appears, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting Doom very soon. At the time I'm posting this video, Fantastic Four comes out on Thursday. I'm pretty sure Doom will be in that video, in that movie, in some way, shape, or form, whether it's actually in the movie or a post-credit scene. At the time I'm making this, I have not seen the movie. Obviously, we will be hyped when he's there, but it has to make sense for Marvel. Y'all kind of just wrote him off. Didn't do a good job at doing that either. So Kevin, I don't agree with your take of saying that you already had plans to shift to Doom. You didn't. I remember all those articles that came out that said y'all were wild by Jonathan Majors. Y'all loved him. I mean, bro, Kang is an Avengers level threat. You talking about he's not a Thanos. I realized Jonathan Majors' Kang wasn't a Thanos. Yeah, he wasn't. He was bigger. Kang was bigger in the fact that he messes with timelines of different universes. It's not just one universe with Thanos. He was just trying to conquer the singular universe. Kang is trying to do the whole time, and all of it. I like Kevin Feige. I like what he has done with the MCU. The MCU is the most profitable movie franchise ever. So you can't say he don't know what he's doing. But I just want these presidents, these people to be more honest with their idea. Because let's be honest, you know you're not serious when you say that. That's all I got for y'all. Oh, actually no. Before I end, Fantastic Four comes out. I already mentioned it. I have a lot of high hopes for that. I'm going to be seeing it Friday. I'll have a video out probably that next Saturday talking about what I thought of the movie, spoilers. I'm not going to go into, because I remember my last video I told y'all, like 2 years ago, I made a video about what's happening right now with the shift between DCU and Marvel. So I'll probably wait until maybe like a week after the movie comes out to see that second week drop, to see really, you know, where everything is going at right now between Marvel and DC. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about the new MCU, where we're going, the direction we're doing everything in. If you love the video, like the video. If you don't love the video, let the video. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. I appreciate it. If you like my content, share my content. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace.